Hello, Karen Curtis Hubbard here. I am going to give you a brief description of how to get to our electronic resources and what they are and how to get there. First, you want to start with our Berkshire Community College's main page and click BCC Library. From there, from the library page, this is the official BCC Library page, you'll see on the very top A to Z database list. This is a link to a list of all of our online resources. You can also go into just ebooks for the ebook collection, which lists them by name, and there's usually, as you scroll over, there's a description of what they are. Films on Demand is our streaming video collection, so you could just go directly in there if you'd like. Just a quick word, if you are on campus, you can click right into any of our databases, and which means that they're available also for community users. But if you're coming from home, because our databases are licensed, so we only make them available to our faculty, students, and staff. You have to authenticate. So accessing those databases are going to require you to use a login with your BCC credentials. For faculty, it's easy. It is the same login you use to get onto your email. So you're going to use your berkshirecc.edu user number, what you use to get in, and then whatever password you have. In the case of students, you're going to use the S, capital S, with your ID number, and then at berkshirecc.edu as your username, and then password is whatever your password is. The login is going to look something like this, but they do change from semester to semester, and this is where you'll put in your username and then your password, and then you click sign in, and that'll get you in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the A to Z list. Oh, one other thing. We also have EDS. This is a discovery service. So if you're just beginning research and you want to know more about a particular topic, this will pull from most, but not all of our databases, as well as our print book collection. It'll let you know where the books are, or if we have specific books in your particular subject area. I'm not going to go into detail on this. For this particular demonstration, I'm going to talk more about just the straight A to Z list, but this is also where you would go when you want to find in what database a particular publication is located, and I'll talk about that at the end of this discussion. So I'm going to go ahead and click A to Z database list. Because this is where we're going to spend most of our time. We have two main databases that are general, which means they cover all different types of subject matter. That would be Academic Search Complete, which is an EBSCO database, and Academic OneFile, which is a Gale database. They're good for this demonstration in that they'll show you basically what these two database company templates look like. So I'm going to go first to EBSCO. EBSCO, all of their templates look like this. There's a search box. You can specify, whether or not you want all resources or whether you want newspapers or periodicals, which would be magazine articles as well as journal articles. You could ask for full text. You can also go to advanced search if you'd like. An advanced search will give you other options such as document type. So if you are just interested in abstracts, which are summaries of articles, or if you are looking for a book review or a film review or a case study, that's when this would come in handy, this particular filter. And that's what these are. These are filters. So if I type in here a term, real general, and because I've already gotten some filters, I've already have those filters in the very beginning. I think I had full text. From here, I can go ahead and I could, specify a year. So I just changed the year on, what years I would like articles between 2008 and 2022. I can specify whether or not I want magazine articles, if I choose magazine articles. And then if that satisfies me, I can go ahead and click into an article. Now, a lot of the articles provided are either in an HTML format or a PDF. The HTML format is basically data entered into the system. The PDF format, though, is scanned in. So basically, it's going to look just like the article has been copied. It's going to have the exact pagination that you had from a particular publication, and I didn't even look to see where this came from, but this particular publication. So the page numbers are going to be, and you can see this came out February 2022, so the page numbers are exactly as though you had the article in your hand and you copied it. You can use the print button here, or you can email it to yourself, or you can save the permalink, which we'll talk about. Permalink is right up here. Gale also has a link feature. This comes in really handy when a faculty member might want you to paste in just the link into Moodle. You do not want to use the link up here. You want to use the permalink, because this will take your professor to the article where this will not. So permalinks are very important. They're not available on all of our databases, but all the Gale databases and all the EBSCO databases have permalinks. In the case of the HTML, I'll just show you it's a little bit different. If you want to print the article, there's a print button here. You can save it. And all of them have this little cite button. And if you are interested in citing the article for your paper, pasting that into a bibliography, in this case, I pulled down the MLA, just Control-C, or right-click and copy, and then you could Control-V will paste it, or you can just paste it in. So that makes keeping a bibliography together a breeze, because you don't have to try to figure out how to do it, although hopefully you've learned how to use that. The function of the function of bibliographies, and you know how to cite your sources, but this does make it easier for you or for the person researching to go ahead and easily paste your citation into a bibliography page. In the case of Gale's databases, which all look alike, the filters, you don't get to the filter until you first do a search. So if I typed in here gun control, I kind of have to wait until I start the search, and then I could filter it by publication date, by title, document type. One feature that Gale has, which is really useful, if it's search within. So you want to search within all these documents to see if any of these documents or any of these articles have a particular term. So if I type in here New York, no idea if there's anything in here, but okay, so these articles in some way, shape, or form mention New York. So I've narrowed it down, and it could be that the publication came out of New York, or it could be that they mention New York in the article. So you might want to make sure that whatever you type in search within is pretty precise, so that you get what you want. The nice thing is it tells you how many words an article is. That gives you a good indication of how long that article is. And if I go ahead and click on the article, I can cite it. So they give you the citations as well. Select, and the Control-C will copy. If I select it, it'll actually copy it for me, and then Control-V will paste it. You might want to put it into Google Drive or OneDrive. We do not have RefWorks, so some of these features we don't have, unfortunately. You can also get the link, and this is the equivalent of the permalink. There it is. You just select it, and it'll copy it, and you can paste it. You can download it. You can send it. You can highlight, put notes on there if you like. So you do have email it, download. All of this stuff is included here to print it if you want to print your article. So you have many options on how you want to extract your article. So that's good to know. So we have many different databases that are subject specific. So if you're looking for a particular subject, let's say, you might want to go scroll down to, let's say you're interested in nursing. You can see all the subjects here. But I'm going to grab nursing because we have so many nursing databases. We highlight what the best bets are. CINAHL's a best bet. Ovid is a best bet. And again, as I scroll over, I'll see mentioned what's within this particular database, what it covers, which comes in handy. And then there are some subject guides that are also listed. So nursing subject guides are listed here, which come in handy. Andrea Robert does our nursing resources, so she's the person to go to if you have any questions, reference questions about nursing. So that basically is kind of an overview of our A to Z list. Ebooks are in here, if you're interested in ebooks, but you can also go to, jumped a little too far ahead here, to our ebook collection page also. EBSCO, eBrary, EBSCO ebooks, and right here, and eBrary ebook central are our two ebooks. One last thing I want to show you, because I'm not going to go into the ebooks here per se, that should be another video. But if you are interested in finding out in what database a particular publication is located, click the search button on the EDS. Right now, it looks like there's an issue going on with EDS. It looks like I have a phone call to make. But Publications is working, so I'm going to click Publications. And if I type in here, actually, let's see, what do I want to type in here? Time, let's say. So, if I could spell it, that would be Time Magazine, Time. I could find where all the publications, where all the databases that this publication is located. So Academic Search Complete has it from 1923 to the present in full text, which is really cool. If you're doing an article on comparing, let's say, the recession of 2008 with the recession of 1929, you can use Academic Search Complete and look it up in Time Magazine. So that's cool. And then there's other times, I guess, Time Canada, and I don't know what the rest of these, they have the word time in it, but I guess there's two different publications, so that might be interesting to compare the two. If you click on this, it'll take you to the actual database, in this case EBSCO, and I can search within the publication, which then pulls me right into the database, and I could type in, my term here. So that is how you can search across databases for a particular publication. Please be aware that we do not have all publications. Our databases are, while we are very proud of them, we have Science Direct, which is probably one of the most advanced science databases you can have in at least a 4-year college. We have it in a 2-year college. There's a lot of materials that you might find in a university setting that we don't have, simply because we are a community college. But as community colleges go, we have a really fine selection of publications. Hopefully this little video will help you on in your research. Thanks so much for spending some time and looking at this. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you have any questions, please contact us. Reference at brookshire.cc.edu.